Let me check if this is recording. It is recording. Hello,
Recording.
everybody. That sounds weird as hell. This is the first video on our channel. We're doing a What If Issei Hyodo Was Betrayed? And I'm joined by my friend Astro. Say hello, Astro.
Hello.
This is our first video. There's not going to be any edits because one of our friends who are doing the main edits at the minute is not really doing too well with the edits because he's more busy with schoolwork. Right, let's get into this. We start off with Issei Hyodo battling, well, on the ground dying after battling with Haruto Tanasuchi, which is this person here, who's on the screen right now, who is in the underworld, now preferably known for having a very, very strong fire element, one of the top in the underworld, and he is a high-class devil. As we see Issei dying, basically, after wasting a lot of his power. This is taking around the time when the Riser fight happens, and this is another devil marriage that's happening between Rias Gremory and Haruto Tanasuchi. Sorry if I butchered the spelling though of the name every now and again, or if I have to keep looking up. So like I said, we start with Issei bleeding out on the ground, slowly healing, and then Issei looks to his left and sees that nobody really cares that he's basically dying. They're all surrounding and congratulating Haruto. And this is really upsetting Issei. Then Drake appears on Issei's hand and starts healing Issei a lot faster. When Issei's almost fully healed, we'll say, he's still got a bit of damage. Issei stands up, and Rios is running towards him, but Issei thinks Rios is going to hug him, but she just runs right past and then hugs Haruto. This really messes with Issei's mind. Issei is questioning why is this happening? And then he starts doubting himself. Although you can't really blame him. I mean, Issei has barely been a devil for a while, and he's fighting a high-class devil. So we see Rios hugging Haruto, and then what Issei doesn't know, because Issei's really mad at this point. Nobody tried to help him. Help him when he was injured. Not even Asia. Sorry if I butcher some names in this. It's been a while since I've watched High School DxD. Or if I forget a few names. And then we see Akino and Kanako. Let me find a picture. Oh wait, I could use this one. Imagine Rios is not there. It's rather Akino and imagine. Imagine that's Kanako and Akino's behind Issei, and Issei's head's on Akino's lap. They're trying to comfort Issei from what's happening. And when Rios says this, when Rios sees this, she sort of gets a weird smirk. Astro, do you want to change anything at the moment? Or are you okay with the way I'm doing this?
I'm pretty okay with the way you're doing this.
Okay, just tell me if you don't want to change something, or if you want to add a few photos.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, don't worry, mate. I got it.
Okay. Sorry about Astro's background noise. Anyway, Oh, where was I? Oh yeah, Akino and Kanako, which Kanako really surprised Issei, because in this one Issei's not as big as a pervert. He's still a pervert. God forbid he's nowhere near Mineta level pervert. God no. He's about, I'd say, he doesn't always go with his two friends. Sorry, I forgot their names. Astro, really quickly, could you look up Issei Hyodo's friends, really quickly, if you don't mind?
I got you.
And just put it on the DC.
I'll do that.
Ta,
PC, bro.
thanks
Let
for
me
that.
get PC.
Okay, ta for that. So he's not always peaking. Sometimes he peaks, but it's not always. And in this one, Issei is actually a lot more. He's a little bit stronger than in canon because he's not as big as a pervert, and he does kendo. Well, he doesn't do it as much as he used. I'm pretty sure he used to do kendo quite a lot. I think he's not in the kendo club. He just goes into an activity outside with kendo. And what is happening is, Issei. Have you found the names? Usher? Okay, whatever. So
Bradley, what do you want me to look up again?
Issei Hyodo's friends, the names. Ta.
I got you.
Thanks. And if you want to add any photos, like any other ships that you choose. Oh, by the way, the ship for this are Akino, Kanako, and then Orthus. We're gonna put Orthus in a little bit later, and then Kanako's sister. I can't remember her name. Could you look up Kanako's sister's name as well, Astro? Oh, and by the way, in this story, I know it's a little bit early. Actually, no, I'm not gonna ruin that yet. But you kind of sort of teaser there, a little bit. In this one, Drake's actually going to be a different color. Drake's not going to be red. Drake is going to be black with the red crystal. And, with Drake being, this Drake is a little bit stronger, so Issei actually does not have as far of a boosted gear as he did, not up to his elbow. I'm pretty sure it was up to his elbow. He only has it up to, you know about the halfway point where when he saved Asia? Or when it evolved from the, like, fingerless gauntlet to the fingered one with a little bit up. That one. He's about there with the gauntlet, but in the fight against Ryza, he still sacrifices his hand. He still sacrifices his hand to save, try to save Rios. I'm pretty sure he ends up does something, or anyway. So yeah, Issei only has a little bit of his gauntlet unlocked. So Issei is, yeah, I'd say he's about as powerful as in canon. But in this one, he's a little bit stronger, and he already he has a Drake as sort of give him a blade, sort of like a little, I'd say, a little dagger. Astro, could you really quickly look up a some sort of dragon dagger that's black and red, and send me a picture of it? Or I will do it really quickly, and I will be well, no, I can't really look it up. Actually, yeah, I could look it up. 1 second.
Yeah, my phone's being very not intelligent and.
Oh, okay. Well,
not
I'm gonna
letting me
do. I'm gonna do.
Yeah, so if you could look it up, that'd be thankful because my phone is being little, you know, and it's not working, so it's kind of getting annoying.
I think that's how you spell it. Right. I'm gonna look for a dagger real quickly. Uh, Go really quickly look for something. Sorry guys, I don't really know how to edit, so I can't really edit this part out. So you're just gonna have to wait a little bit for me to find. You know what? No. Uh, are we gonna give him a katana? Astro, do you wanna quickly give him a katana, or do you wanna give him like a mythic blade, sort of? Okay, I think I've found something that I'm gonna use as the art. Sorry guys. For God's sake. No thanks. I'm gonna quickly send you this blade image on Discord. Well, I'm gonna send it to the Discord. Sorry again about that, guys. That's just like I said, this is our first time doing it. There's gonna be no there is gonna be no thingies, edits. I will try and edit it once done. Anyway, that is the blade that I've chosen, Astro. Do you like it? So that's sort of what the blade he's got. But it's gonna change. Oh, by the way, did you find out his friends' names? Anyway, so Issei has this sword. Sorry if it's very hard to see. Just imagine the handle's black, but the silver parts are gold, and then the blade is like the top of the blade is black, and then the edges is like sort of like blood red. Just imagine that. Sorry, I can't get a clear photo. Again, after this, we're gonna time skip when Issei when they get out finish from the training and get out of the demon realm, because this is gonna take place sort of after the training arc, I think. Well, it's after the Rise arc, and I think the training arc comes after the Rise arc. Sorry if I got the timeline mixed up. Astro, if you want to look for a sword, actually no, I could use the sword from the. Oh, okay, right. Guys,
Sorry,
forget about the sword that I just told you about. We're gonna use this sword. Ignore the armor behind it.
Ooh, I like that.
We're gonna use the thing that I said, the second armor picture. Or do you want to use the sword from the first? No, the sword from the first armor's got to be used for when he gets the when we do the anger time skip. Well, after my skip. Okay. So imagine this blade that he's holding. This one's holding right now. But it's the top part of the blade's black, with the bottom part of it being blood red. Again. So Issei, like on this picture here, the Issei has his full gauntlet here, but we're gonna cut off a little bit of the gauntlet. He's not gonna have full gauntlet, like I already said. So we've just time skipped out of the Issei's walking back home, still slightly injured because he can't fully heal because Asia's not healing him, and Rias won't let. Well, Rias is sort of telling Asia to not heal Issei. Pardon me. So in this one, we are gonna make Rias a little bit more of a bitch. Sorry, any young people that are watching this. But she is gonna be a little bit of a bitch. Well, just a little bit more annoying and stuff like that. She's gonna be a bit more controlative as well. Well, manipulative, if you want to say. So, Rias is basically controlling, not controlling Asia. In this one, Asia never moved in with issei. Rias gave her an apartment. And so issei and Asia's relationship is not strong. It's more of just a friend relationship. Um, and and this one, issei is gonna be a bit more muscly. He's gonna be a bit more of a bigger build because he still does kendo. Um, hmm. Let When issei gets home, he sees the door's been busted off of its hinges. Astro, I think you might know where I'm going with this one. Issei walks in confused, runs in confused, and what's going on, and runs in, and looks around, goes into the living room, sees that it's all thrown up apart, and then goes into the kitchen. Sorry if you're American and you don't understand what I'm saying. I am British, and this is what we call it over here in Britain. That was just a quick disclaimer. And when issei gets into the kitchen, he sees that his mother and father have got a massive hole in their chest and are dead. Issei then proceeds to hear really loud, maniacal laughing. I think that's what you would call it. Have you got any problems with this at the minute, Astro?
Sorry, what?
Have you got any problems where I've gone with this?
Sorry, I'm doing something with my phone right now. Give me one.
Oh, okay. He's just gonna be a background seater, basically. He's just gonna come in every now and again and see if he wants to change anything. So basically, issei bolts out of the house and immediately looks up to see a fallen angel flying and laughing. And then issei screams, "What do you want? Why are you doing this to me?" Little did issei know, Rios actually organised this fallen angel, told this fallen angel where issei lives. Like I said, Rios is not as nice in this one. Rios only wanted issei because she felt Drake, aka Red Dragon Emperor, in issei. The only people Rios really cares about would be Asia, Kiba, Akano, and Haruto, because he's now in the Peerage, and also, what's her name? Koneko. She only really cares about them. She doesn't really care about issei as much. She just cares about the secret gear. I'm not gonna do some bullshit where she tries to remove the secret gear like they did. The Fallen Angels tried to do with Asia. Because they most likely know that would not work because of how powerful Drake is. Anyhow, we get back to the story now. Once issei shouts that up, the fallen angel replies with, "I'm here solely to make your life hell, Issei Hyodo," and then disappears. Issei screams out in pain and anger from losing his parents. Then Issei immediately falls unconscious from the pain that he's endured, because he's just screaming. He's just screamed his heart out because he just lost his parents. He's gone into he's basically just passed out from exhaustion because he was screaming and crying, and so many emotions were just overflowing him. Anger, fury. They were the same thing. Sorry. anger, sadness, and a little bit of guilt. If you're wondering why he says got guilt, is because he wasn't able to save his parents. Then he passes out, and the next door neighbor, runs out of the house, runs up to Issei, checks he's alright. Then she sees the door's been busted off its hinges. She goes inside. She checks that Issei's okay. Then she sees Issei's front door busted off its hinges. She goes in, sees both of Issei's parents dead. Then she comes back out, calls the police or cops and an ambulance. And when they arrive, the ambulance takes Issei away to a hospital. Issei's sort of fallen into a coma-like state. And the cops clean up the crime scene, all that. They don't know who did it, obviously. They're baffled by this because they've just got a giant hole in the torso missing. And now we skip to Issei, who is now just reached the hospital and is now in a hospital bed, all set up to the monitors and stuff like that. We go into Issei's mind, where Issei is currently crying because he feels all these emotions at the minute, but Issei's sort of losing his emotions slowly. Now we're gonna do a little bit of a training bit. So Issei then sees a flash of light, and now he's in a beautiful garden, sort of like forest area. Let me quickly go find a picture. I'm sorry, guys, and don't laugh at me for using Yahoo for search engine, please. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to find a picture. Say he wakes up somewhere like this, but imagine there's no animals, and here at the back. Sorry if it's thingy. Let me quickly send this to Discord. Actually, no. I'm gonna have to take a picture of it like this. Sorry again, guys. Let me quickly go back to Discord. I'll try and edit those bits out. Well, actually, no. I'll do no editing for this one. So as we see, can I zoom in? No, I can't. Basically, back here, there's no animals, there's no people here. Well, Adam and Eve not here. And we see on the water we see. Well, he says walking up on a bit of land here, and it is now looking at a massive, well, huge black and red dragon. Let me get a picture of a black and red dragon real quick. Sorry, I was not prepared for this. Oh, I spelled black wrong. Let me really quickly choose a dragon that I want to use. We'll go with this one. Think this one might be a good one. Well, let me quickly get a picture of it. No, okay, I don't care. No, that's not a good one. Sorry, guys. Again, I'm sorry. Yeah, let's go with this one now. Yeah, with this one. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to find the fucking. Again, sorry for my consistent swearing. I am British. That's not a very good excuse, but it's the excuse I'm gonna go with. Okay. uh, let me. So I'm just gonna quickly send this picture to Discord, and I am again sorry. Astro, if you wanna change any more of these pictures, just tell me. I will immediately change them. Again, Astro, you there? Yo, bub. But hello. Okay, it's still gone. Okay, so he sees this big red, black and red dragon on. Ignore the the backscape of that. We see him on the water. It's really peaceful and calm. And this is Drake. And he's talking. Issei walks over to Drake and tells Drake that he really wants to train to gain strength. Drake accepts this and then decides. Then we're gonna do it. It's gonna be really hard training on Issei. Drake summons the sword that is up here. This sword again. This sword. And Issei is training with that sword as well as training his body. So he's got to do, let's say, 200 laps of the garden. Well, that bit of say that little pond river thing where Drake was sat on. 200 laps of that. 50,000 push-ups, 50,000 sit-ups, 50,000. Say Drake creates some weights or something. Curls, push-ups, sit-ups. I know I already said those two. I think. Squats, stuff like that. Anything. And handstand push-ups and stuff like that. And eventually it's going to increase. Now we skip. Well, let's say, 1 hour in the 1 hour in the outer world is. We're not gonna do it stupidly OP. We're gonna say 1 hour in the outside of the mindscape is 12 hours in the No, we'll say it's a day in the mindscape. And we're gonna say it's been 6 months. Issei's been in that coma. I don't know how long that's gonna be in the mindscape. Let's just say it's been. Say it's been 23 years. I know that's definitely not going to be calculated up to what I just said about the time skip. Let's just say it's 26 years in the mindscape. And now Issei is no longer like this Issei that we're all used to, the original Issei. He looks a lot more like this one here. Credits to whoever created all this art. I will try and find your name and give you a shout out, but I think you can actually see his name here. Again, credits to all the people in this video. I am sorry for not making that a disclaimer early. This is Issei. Yes, he is gonna be smoking because Issei's got the mindset of how old was Issei? 16, 17? No, 16. No, maybe 14, 15. Issei's got the mindset of a. He was 26 years, 25 years. Well, he was in the mindset for 25 years. Let's say that. I know he's 15, so he's got the mindset of a made to 30-year-old man. Let's say that. But he's sort of not. So this is the new Issei. Issei wakes up from his coma. Doctors are shocked because they said he might not wake up from it. Because he was real, like because his heart rate consistently kept spiking and then dropping because of his intense training. And he was also consistently fighting with Drake. He was fighting with Drake, and now he has unlocked his full gauntlet. But this one, instead of it going up to just his arm, it goes up all the way up to his shoulder. And he's unlocked his Scale Maiden, and his this is his Balance Breaker, by the way, guys, and this is his Balance Breaker blade. Yes, I know it looks very weird. He does have wings that pop out, and then he also got another form. This is the other form. Actually, no, that's not the other form. Actually, no. This is gonna be his Scale Maiden, which he mainly uses. Which the Scale Maiden one is the one that he used against Riser, I'm pretty sure. Where it's just the imagine this is black instead of red. Again, sorry. This is black instead of red, and this is his Scale Maiden. This is gonna be his Juggernaut Drive, and then this not Juggernaut Drive. That's gonna be his Limit Breaker, I think. Balance Breaker, sorry. And then this is gonna be his what I've shown you before. It's gonna be his Juggernaut Drive. It's gonna be a lot different because it's gonna more focused around it like a samurai or a ninja. Because he did more kendo, like I said from before. So this Issei is gonna be very powerful. Whilst in the Mindscape, Drake told Issei that he was actually. Well, before we get, we're gonna go back to when Issei was born, really quickly. We're gonna do a flashback. Well, not a flashback, but a time skip, reverse time skip, backwards to when Issei was born, because he was not actually originally a Hyodo. He was born from a high-class devil and a high-class angel who had a secret relationship. The angel was the male, who is his father. I will think of his name the next episode. Well, probably tomorrow will be the next episode, whenever this is posted. I don't know how long it's gonna take to upload. And then the demon was it was the most beautiful demon in the underworld. I will get a picture for both of them in a bit. Well, not in a bit, but for the second episode, I will put them in the beginning to just show you what they look like. Sorry for no intro as well. Like I said, first time doing YouTube. I'm sorry. Sorry if I keep ranting on about that. I just want to get it across. Sorry if you can hear my fan as well. It's really warm where I am, for me at least, because I'm built for the cold. I love the cold myself. Right, again. Issei was born, but his parents immediately put a spell on him that hid his aura, and now we skip back to the present. Sorry again for not finding a name for them. Sorry, they're just going for the fly, like you can see. We're gonna skip back to time. Well, no, we're gonna skip to when Drake and Issei were having their having a little chat. Issei, when Issei gets his full full shoulder gauntlet, we're also gonna give him actually on the other hand as well. He's gonna have the other side of his arm, um, with the gauntlet as well. Sorry for not saying that earlier. Just thought of it now. Would I say that? Whilst in the mindscape, he says her turned black as his father's her, and then he got these silver eyes of his mother. No, he got the black hair and the the silver eyes from his father, and he God damn it. When he got it, and he was fighting with Drake, something happened. The spell that his mother and father put on it, issei, which put a little tiny bit of the soul. You know how Naruto, I say Naruto or Naruto, whatever, say it however you say it. How Minato and Kushina actually put a bit of the chakra into Naruto, where in this one it's gonna be similar, but in this one, Issei's mother's alive, but his father died due to unknown causes at the minute. I will think of something in a bit. Issei's father put a bit of half of his soul into Issei, and once training, that the spell wore off, and Issei's father appeared in the mindscape. Drake and Issei was confused. Drake was a little bit more understanding because he's obviously the dragon. He's a heavenly dragon. And oh, and by the way, in this one, Volley is actually gonna have this this sort of balance breaker, but instead of it being obviously red, blue, gold, it's gonna be white, silver, and blue. I think those were those kind of colours. That's gonna be that. What? And now we after Issei's father explains to him who his real parents are, Issei understands it, and then Issei hugs his father. And then they spend a bit of father-son time bonding and getting to know each other, and Issei's dad telling him about the past and the reason why they did it. It's because Issei was actually a extremely strong a demon angel, we'll say. And oh, sorry, I did not mean to do that. Issei, they had to seal Issei's true power because let's say, when Issei was born, because both were high-ranking angel and devil, Issei actually had almost double the amount of power those two had. You know what? Screw what I said before about Issei being a little bit weaker. About the same strength as he was in canon. Issei is about a third stronger than he was in canon, but still only had half of his gauntlet. Sorry, going with the flow on this one. Not really thought much about it, as I said before. Back to what I was saying. Issei. Then all of us, Issei gets to know what's happened. The reason why his dad and mother sealed part of Issei, Issei's demon angel side. Also, the reason why Rios chose Issei is because Issei actually, when Issei got turned into a demon, he actually released a tiny bit of his aura. It was only a little bit, which was about a low to mid class devil range when he got when he got turned into a devil, which actually shocked Rios. But she was composed and stuff like this. She was like, "Oh yeah, I've finally found a perfect familiar, not familiar, Peerage member." Um, sorry, I'm thinking of a bit different anime. Um, um, then issei, and then we go back to what I was saying before that. Uh, e- um, Issei's father then eventually disappears, and Issei now has his whole personality back, which was calm, collected. He's less. He's not as emotionless anymore. He's a bit more. I won't say joyful. I would say his personality is kind of like Bond from Seven Deadly Sins, or no, his personality is more like Kiba's personality. Well, a bit more, kind of like it, but he's a bit more cool, like cool, calm, collected. Um. Oh, by the way, he's an absolute badass. Um. Issei can beat with his dual gauntlets. With just his dual gauntlets, can beat a third of Drake's power. I know that's extremely strong, but you gotta remember he's half demon, half angel. Well, half high class demon, half high class angel, and he is extremely strong. But when he goes into, Issei can't fully control Juggernaut Drive. Let's say he control it for about a minute, but it's not it's not a perfect one. It is it's sort of the similar one to what he used when he thought Asia died in the original series. Yeah, he can use that for a minute, and he can use his full balance breaker for, let's say, 30 minutes, and he can unlimitedly use his Scale Maiden. He can infinitely use his Scale Maiden, which is as strong as his original Juggernaut Drive. Well, no, let's say it's about 2-3 times as strong as his. Let's say, yeah, 3 times as strong as his original Juggernaut Drive. And in this one, Drake's gonna actually be his name is gonna be the Infinite Boost, the Heavenly Dragon of Infinite Boost. Because Drake's gonna be a lot more powerful in this one, but so is the White Dragon Emperor. Well, and so is Volley. Volley is gonna still be. I think he was a high class devil or mid class devil. I can't remember. I think he was. Once that happens, Issei wakes. Now we go back to Issei waking up. The doctors were kind of shocked. They did his checkup. They said they noticed he was perfectly fine, but they noticed he changed. His hair changed, his eyes changed, and his all around attitude. Well, no, his all around like muscle scale and body changed. Cause he's let's say he's got an 8-pack. My man ripped. But he's also like very condensed. So like he's not like his muscles don't pop out. They're more, like I said, compact. So they look small. He's still extremely strong. So let's say if he punched a tree without his gauntlet on, the tree would rather get a hole in it, depending on the strength of the punch, or just straight topple over. But what we're gonna do is Issei's gonna be holding back a lot compared to what he does in normal. Compared to what he does. 1 second, I'm gonna check how long this is. How long has this been running? It's a 40-minute episode already. And I just barely got up to this part. This is probably gonna be about an hour long, an hour to 2 hours long, maybe an hour and a half. Issei, they get him some clothes. Issei puts the clothes on. It's not gonna be these clothes. They're just gonna be he's gonna be wearing sort of a black and white t-shirt with sort of a t-shirt that's white at the top that fades into black, and then he's gonna be wearing black baggy jeans and a sort of like a black trench coat. Yeah, a black trench coat. Sort of like the trench coat he's got here. I think that's a trench coat. Let's just say it's a trench coat. Well, he was a trench coat. Once he gets out of the hospital, he goes back home. Not Asia. Konako and Akano keep checking up on Issei in the hospital. When they go that day that Issei left, they went to Issei's room they went to the nurse at the front office and said, we're here to visit Issei Hyodo. And then the nurse at the front says, oh, Issei Hyodo just left 25 minutes ago. They both were shocked. Then they both ask, do you know where he would be going? And then the nurse says, most likely back to his home. So Akino and Koneko go to try and find Issei. But when Issei gets home, he sees the lawyer on the front. Not lawyer on the front. The person who owns the house that his parents were renting, he was going to buff. He needs to pay the rent. Issei just goes into the house, grabs money from his parents' safe, comes downstairs, pays the rent, and then. Well, actually, no. I'm gonna make it to where Issei moves out, really quickly, but not here right now. Issei is gonna move out and get a bigger house because his parents told him about the stash of money that is kept in the underworld. Yes, Issei is gonna know how to transfer to the underworld because his father told him how to, and Issei's also gonna know how to get to the heavenly gates. But also, what Issei's done is remove his Purage pieces of Rios. So, once Issei pays off the rent, the owner goes up, the rent collector, tax collector, whatever you want to call, goes away. Issei goes back inside, grabs a bit of money, and then heads out to a shopping centre, or shopping mall, or somewhere where you buy clothes. And he's gonna buy this one, Issei's parents are gonna be a little bit richer, so Issei's gonna buy what you see here. He's gonna be wearing sort of, like a suit. He's gonna be wearing a black suit, but it's got the grey outlines on it with a and then once he's bought a few things like that, and he's got his he's gonna also be wearing a black trench coat again. Sorry, I just like trench coats. He's gonna Issei then proceeds to walk home. That's when Akano and Akano and Konako notice somebody that they think is not Issei walking to the house. And then to their shock, they go into Issei's home. Well, Issei goes into his home, which shocked both of them. then issei goes sets down the bags on the living room table, coffee table, and then he hears a knock at the door, which is back knock on a call. He goes to the front door and answers it and asks, who is it and what do you need? And then Asya and Akano, like not Asya, fucking hell, Kanako and Kanako and Akano both ask, who are you and where is Issei Hyodo gone? And to their shock, Issei says, I am Issei Hyodo. And they don't believe him, and then they tell him, and then to prove that he's Issei Hyodo, they ask him to show he's the Red Dragon Emperor. The Infinite Dragon Emperor. Issei turns on the gauntlet to the shock. He's gonna keep it. He's gonna keep. He's gonna get to bite the elbow where he can show it, but he's gonna have it on both arms, which shocks them. And then they both say, "Oh, okay, so you are Issei Hyodo," and then they both hug Issei to Issei's surprise. And then they say they've got to go, cause Rias is calling a meeting. Then we skip. They go to the meeting. Obviously, Issei's not. Issei doesn't care about it, so Issei just does not go. So what Issei does is he just goes back into his house and sweeps into his pajamas, PJs. Basically, what he wears to bed. But what he's gonna do is he's just gonna wear shorts and not a top to bed. And obviously no socks. If you wear socks to bed, I swear to God, that's a sin. If you like wearing socks that it's not wearing with shoes, that's a sin. In my books, at least. Anyway, back to the story. We're gonna skip to tomorrow. Issei puts on his school clothes. Then Issei goes to school. Once Issei gets to school, everybody's shocked to see this new person. They're all talking about him, how hot he is and stuff like that. No homo. Again, I am not gay. I am straight. Well, not again, but I am straight, not gay. I have no problem with gay people. I have friends who are bisexual, and I have a few friends that are gay actually. I'm not gay myself. I am straight. Anyway, back to the story. They're just all the women are talking about how hot Issei is. No homo again. And the guys are all jealous because he's getting all the attention. And then once Issei gets inside, everybody's still talking about him. And then the principal comes and says, comes to Issei and says, "Hello, who are you? I didn't get any information of a new transfer student. Could you please tell me who you are?" And to everyone's shock, Issei says, "I am Issei Hyodo of Class 1A. I'm going to say Class 1A. He's going to be in the same class as Rios, Akano, Kanako. Yeah. Because he is actually smart in this one, because he's obviously not a mega pervert. Well, not a mega pervert, but he's just not as big as a pervert. He's still a bit perverted, but right now he's not perverted at all. He does not care about it. He's got a tad bit of pervertedness. He's got that boy's pervertedness. Which is just a little bit. Like, he'll still come out with cheeky one-liners, let's say. And the principal's shocked by this, and then says, what happened to you, Issei? You look completely different. And then Issei explains what happened to him in the last, that his parents got killed, that he went into a coma, that's why he wasn't here for 6 months. And the principal was shocked because issei was kind of cold while saying this. Because to their shock, issei wasn't his. I'm gonna say issei was also a little bit more energetic, but like, it was sort of that teenager energetic, right? Um, and then yeah, cause issei was still kind of perverted and did peek on the kendo team. When issei was going to his class, the kendo team tried to attack him, but to their surprise, issei just dodged and just grabbed the grabbed the leader of the kendo team leader's training gi. I think it's called a training gi, or sort of like the kimono sort of looking thing that they were. Grabs that and picks them up. To everyone's shock, issei has a dead look in his eyes and says, "Do that again, and I will not threat to kill you or severely injure you." And then he sort of throws her on the ground, and then the second kendo team leader tries to hit issei. Issei just takes the hit on the arm, which to shock that person, because obviously that's a strong hit from a kendo stick. It's gonna hurt. But issei didn't even wince, didn't even move his arm. So they were shocked. Issei just moved the kendo stick to the side and then pushed the sort of the chest armor plate, sort of the let's say right shoulder. The person was holding the kendo stick with the right shoulder, with the right hand, pushing the right shoulder, which made them drop the kendo stick and fall on the butt. Then issei just says, like I said to the other one, "Do that again, and I will not threat to hurt or kill you." And then issei that person gets a shiver in the spine. The whole kendo team gets a shiver in the spine. Everybody gets a shiver in the spine. Then issei just walks to his class. Issei's still friends with his friends in the first one, but he doesn't obviously talk to them as much because he only talks so rarely in lunch, because he's actually obviously in a higher class than them. When issei gets into class, the teacher's already there, and he says, "Oh, I wasn't informed that we was getting a new student." And he says, issei says with a cold tone, slightly dead tone, I guess you could say. He says, "Oh, I'm not a new student. I am issei Hyodo." Sorry if my voice keeps changing. That happens to me. Issei then proceeds to go to his seat. Obviously, Ria Sakino, Kaneko, and I'm gonna say Asuya was also in issei class 1A, and not a My Hero Academia class 1A, obviously, but it's just the top class for year ones of the school. And then obviously 1E is the lowest, sort of like the mishaps, I guess you could say. Little reference to a different anime there. You know the anime, Classroom Assassin. Astro, you back? Astro, my man, you back? Okay, Astro's not back.
Yeah, it was good.
Oh, you're back. Have you been listening to what I've been saying, or are you just paying attention to your game?
I've been listening.
Okay, why are you not unmuting? Come on, add some stuff.
Doing something.
God damn. Okay, sorry about that. Sorry about that. So this is we go back to the Rias peerage shocked. Obviously, Haruto Tanosuchi. Sorry if I spelled that wrong. I keep forgetting his name. Haruto is shocked as well, but he still thinks, oh, he says this weak, puny kid that he can easily smack about. Because obviously, Issei did get obliterated in the fight. Because I'm actually gonna add another thing for Haruto. Haruto was a master of flames and wind control, well, demon power. So he was consistently spamming fire dragons and then mixing it with wind to make them bigger. Which obviously shocked everybody. Issei was using holy water, the cross, and stuff like that. Because he obviously did trade his arm in, again, at the Riser fight. Anyway. Yeah, Haruto still thinks he can beat the dog shit out of, her main boy, Issei, but no, Issei would clean just bitch slap that man to the moon. Issei's still going to be training whilst not in the underworld. Not in the underworld, not in the mindscape. Issei can enter the mindscape whenever he wants. We're going to skip to to when, at the end of class, well, the end of school, Rias comes up to Issei and tells him to come to the occult research club room. When Issei just scoffs without Rias hearing it. Sorry, I had something in my mouth. Sorry, my perverted mind took over. Again, I'm not gay. That's just my perverted mind. I swear to God, I've got a mind worse than Monetta's.
That was good.
Yo. So what I'm up to right now is where Issei is in the occult research club. Oh, again, shout out. I forgot to say this, but shout out to there's one YouTuber that I copied a little bit. Well, I didn't copy a little bit. I copied a decent amount. But no, I copied the timescape. Not the timescape. The mindscape. The Issei having different parents, but it's a little bit different. And the beginning bit with the second arranged marriage. So when Issei gets into the occult research club, he sees. No, wrong picture. Where is it? Where's that picture? This one. Imagine there was no chess piece, no chess there, and Akano is standing here. And on the Rias is sitting on Haruto's lap, cuddling him. And Issei walks in. Rias and Haruto smirk a little bit, and Rias kisses Haruto on the lips, and Issei just does not give a single fuck anymore. Cause also whilst in the mindscape, Drake also told Issei that he was basically tricked into becoming a devil. That Rias knew that he was gonna get killed and purposely waited. So when Issei saw this, Issei just scoffed. Issei then proceeded to just with a cold tone said, "Why was I called here?" Um, which shocked Rios. It shocked Rios, Akino, Asia, Konako, Kiba, even Kiba. And when was Gasper involved? Gasper was involved in second season Holy Sword. Right, we're gonna say this is the start of the Holy Sword. No, we're gonna do. No, not yet, not yet. So let me check how long we've been doing this. This is an hour and 5 minutes. Okay, I'll keep going for a little bit longer because I've still got ideas. So issei, Rias basically explains that Haruto has joined the Peerage and his shit. Can't remember what pieces Rias had left. She had no pawns left. I think it was a rook. No, it wasn't a rook. I think it was a bishop that was left. So Haruto took up the bishop place. I think it was a bishop or a rook. Anyway, basically Rias talks all about this debate that Haruto joined.
And now, Charlie, I'm in the middle of protecting my base.
I'm not talking to you, mate. I'm doing bro, I've been doing this shit for fucking an hour. Do you want to come in and help me?
Okay, yeah, what's good?
Right. So you can just add anything if you want.
He's not even listening. He's
I can't pay attention right now. Sorry, I have to finish this. Give me a minute.
Okay. Sorry about that. That was Stro's little brother in the background. Right, let's get back to the story. So basically, after Rias explains that Haruto is in the occult research club now, and as part of Rias's peerage, sorry for the pause though. I was just trying to think about something. Then once Rias is done explaining, issei just says, yeah, don't give a fuck. Yeah, don't care. What's the real reason for this meeting? Which shocked the fuck out of Rias and pissed Haruto off. So, is it Haruto or Haruto? Haruto. I'm gonna say Haruto, but every now and again I'll say Haruto. Pronunciation's not my best. And again, if you wanna teach me, if you wanna if you wanna put in the comments, how to actually spell Haruto, that would be thankful. So basically, issei is Rias and the whole occult research club is shocked, and issei then decides to just turn around and go to walk out, and as soon as issei is about to walk out, Rias says, "You're not allowed to walk out. You're a part of my peerage. You've got to stay. And I will dismiss you when I will say when you can leave." And then issei says, "Oh no, no, I'm not a part of your peerage anymore." Which shocked. Rias, well, the whole peerage, shocked them, and actually no, sorry, forget about that. Forget I said that. That's not gonna happen now. Basically, when he says about Ria says that, and then Issei says, yeah, don't care, and just walks out, which made Haruto really angry. Rias was angry and shocked. I guess you could say shocking. No. Well, she was fuming that he didn't listen to her, and was also shocked of Issei's change. Then, we're gonna skip when there was a rogue devil, right? Issei gets called in. They say, let's go. Once they get there, they see a massive hole, but there's no tools around that could have dug this hole. They're sort of like a construction site. And this I am taking from that YouTuber again. I am sorry for making content. I just trying to get this out. I'm sorry again. But this time I am gonna change it from yours again. I am sorry. As soon as I find out your name, I will put it as a link in my bio. Not a link in my bio, but a link in the description or in the comments. So we get back to the fight. Not a fight. Haruto tells Rias it might be better if Issei stands back to guard the area to check no more devils come. Issei says sure, don't give a fuck off and do your job. Basically. He not actually gonna say that. So Haruto and all that go off and do their job. And Haruto keeps using a combination of his fire, wind to take out the to try to take out the devil. And basically, the devil, then Kiba and Akano, not Akano, I mean Konako and Akano do a combo attack where Akano distracts the demon by shooting it with lightning. Obviously, Akano's already changed into a her shrine maiden outfit. To be honest, you've got to say, when she changes into that shrine outfit, it hot. I'm just gonna say it. She is hot when she does that. Anyway, to be honest, Rias is not one of my waifus for this. And yo, Astro, are you gonna ever change, add something? Because literally, this is basically my what if. You've not helped at all. I guess not. Well, so, Kanako kicks the demon up. Once the demon's distracted by Akano, she darts forward, gets underneath the demon. The demon's sort of like a spider. So it's got like it's got 8 legs, and it's sort of like a spider, sort of like got a spider body, but it's like the hand demon from Demon Slayer. Sort of. It's got like say it's sort of got like the spikes that Demon King Tanjiro's got. If you've not seen it, or Muzan's spikes. Sort of like a mixture of those two. Also, issei, then that combo attacks works. The demon's severely injured. Then Kiba comes in, does a rapid motion of slashes, which cuts off. Let's say the demon also has. It has about 23 tentacles and well, tentacles sort of like spiked doodaddies. Dude. I just said doodaddies. I can't. I can't. I'm too tired. It's fucking 4. It was 4:27 in the morning. Oh my god. Anyway, I can't believe I said that. Issei then is Kiba cuts off, say, it has about also 8 arms. So Kiba cuts off 4 of his arms and 12 of its tentacles. Sort of like scorpion stinger things. And then, sorry for the wind again, because I keep leaning backwards and then my van's more in my face. It's just really warm where I am, 18 degrees at night. And also it was 29 today. So yeah, I'm really warm, and the ice cream van didn't come around today, so I can't even get a slushie or a ice cream. I mean, we've got ice cream here, but I couldn't be bothered to go in the kitchen. Anyway, I'm rambling on now. We get back to the fight. The arms go everywhere. And then Rias gets careless, because remember, Rias is a cocky bitch. No better way of putting it. She got the cocky. She sort of got a sort of got like a I guess you could say god complex. Like, oh, I'm almighty and all powerful. I'm your leader. You should listen to me. Do whatever I say. Sort of like that. And when she was about to finish the demon off, because she was rambling on about some shit, the demon starts to laugh, which confused the Purage, and then one of the tentacle arms. Well, all of the tentacle arms sort of darted towards Rias to try and kill her. Then issei comes out of nowhere and just uses his sword. Not that sword. I'm gonna use this sword. This sword here, and slashes all of the tentacles into and tentacles and arms into let's say about 1,000 pieces, and the move's gonna be called, from 7 Deadly Sins, 1,000 Divine Slashes, or Divine Blood Cuts, and cuts them all into little tiny cubes, and then sheaths his sword again, because he's mastered this sword here to a point where he doesn't have to have his gauntlet on to summon it. Oh, and imagine the hilt here is more of like a circular one with a sort of like a dragon head, and the blade's sort of like and the dragon head is sort of slightly consumed over the blade here, and then it's sort of like it's got its mouth open, and then it's the fire. It's basically breathing fire, and then the blade's the fire. Okay. So he cuts the demon into a million pieces. Rias and the Purage were shocked at issei's 1 speed and 2 sort of like strength, I guess you could say, to cut it into so many small pieces. Especially Kiba sort of got jealous. I'm gonna make Kiba a bit cocky as well. I never really liked Kiba's character in it because it was that, oh, I've got a sad backstory, stuff like that. He's got that emo Sasuke thing. I'm doing a little bit of a rant about Sasuke, and I think Astro can agree with me with this. Sasuke had everything that he could ever want, except from a family. Naruto had nothing he wanted. The only person that cared about him was Iruka Sensei and what's his face? Tenchi, the ramen guy, and Ayame, his daughter. They're the only people that really. Oh, and the third Hokage, but obviously he died during the Chunin exams. So basically, anyway, back to the story. Ria says, because I'm gonna make it to where Kiba gets hurt a little bit, because he got a bit careless. Because remember, he is a slight bit cocky. So because when he saw how easily he cut off so many of its limbs, he started to get cocky. Oh, I'm gonna say as well, he cut off 2 of its legs. Sorry for the tapping, I'm trying to think. Rios. Issei turned to Rios, and then Rios called Issei's name. Issei turned around, and then what Rios did was put a bit of a destruction magic into her hand and slap Issei's face, which put a sort of a little red mark on Issei's face. So you know that sort of like red mark when you get slapped. Not like the ones in the animes where it's like boom slapped and then they've got a big red handprint on the face. Not like that, but so it's kind of like that but paler. So it's more of like a say it's sort of like where you can just barely notice it. So you could notice it, but you don't have to be. It's not like you have to be focused on it to notice it. It's got to be. You can kind of just see it, but it's still a little bit harder to see. And what Issei did, it was just scoff, and then proceeded to put his hand in his pocket, and then pull out a cigar and light it, and just smoke that, walk away. When Akino and Kaneko saw this, and a mystery person in the background, spooky. Why'd I do that? Oh man, that's fuck. Oh, I don't fucking know. Basically, Issei just smoking his cigar, walking away. To the shock of Akino, well, a cult research club. Well, not really Rios, because she's not paying attention, because he's went over to Luca, check on Kiba. And then Issei just walks off. Akino and Koniko were thinking the same thing, that about how much Issei has actually changed. And God damn it, 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 think, And the person who was looking in the background, I'm not going to spoil it yet. You will get to know them in soon. Might not be this episode, might be the next episode, maybe, or maybe in a little bit. Let me check out what time we're at. We're at 1:25. Hmm. Sorry about that. Trying to think what I can add. You know what? We're just gonna skip. Issei's at home, relaxing, watching TV, and then Issei decides he's gonna use his parents' money. 1 second, let me get something. Hollywood Mansions. Sorry, interrupt. He buys. Let's say this house. 1 second, guys. Sorry again. I'm probably not gonna edit these things. Oh well, I'm not gonna look. My friend is gonna teach me how to edit. Again, all credits of photos and stuff like that go to the original drawers. I am not gonna take credit for any of the art that I use in this. Let me close a few of these. Right. Discard. Issei buys this house. Pretend this was the, I have no front view. Fuck. Sorry. Just imagine it's like, fuck. Let me go find a picture. Sorry. So, I'm gonna try. This is the front of it. This one here. Okay, fucking. Oh, fuck. Get a picture of that real quick. That's gonna be the front of the house. And this is gonna be the driveway up to the house. Yep. Except I don't care. This is gonna be what the a aerial view of the house is gonna look like. Okay. That's Tom Cruise's house. Okay. Did not know that. Fuck. Sorry again. I have no inside view. I'm not gonna get any inside views. I don't really care, to be honest. Oh, by the way, quick disclaimer. At 100 subscribers, we're gonna do what if me, Astro, and our friend Mads were in High School DxD, Naruto, or Dragon Ball Z, or even My Hero Academia. It is up to you to describe choose in the comments if you want to. I'm gonna look through all the videos and you can decide whichever one you want through the videos, and I'm gonna go through each video.
Yes.
I'm gonna go through each video and see which one has the most likes. So this is gonna be the driveway up to Issei's house. Imagine there's a luxury car there, and then this is the front view of Issei's house, and then this is the back view of Issei's house. So Issei gets in. Issei just goes to sleep. But let's say Issei already has Akano and Kaneko's phone number. So if you're wondering why the office is there, yes, this is office. You'll know later. Well, actually, there was two people stalking Issei. What are disclaimers? Not gonna talk about them. You probably already know because I've just fucking probably spoiled it. But he said he's not really sensing that they're following him. Um, One day he said, well, he says got his driver's license. 1 second, I'm gonna look up a car. Oh, fucking pecan is under. It's under
True. I mean, no. Charlie,
But
you had Charlie to your sizzle on that.
what?
Can you invite Drew to your private server in a Hero of Destiny?
Mate. If you're in the private server, you should just be allowed. You should just be able to. If you're in the private server and he's got you added as a friend, he should just be able to join through, mate. Because I've not got it set on friends only.
No, he doesn't. Can't join.
Okay. I'm gonna have to add True as a friend then. If True tells me his name in a minute. Well, actually, no. I'll do it in a little bit. I'm just trying to find something real quick. Because I'm gonna make this first episode 2 hours long at least. So he's gonna have to wait a little bit. No, fuck it, I'm going with it. Let's go with this guy. Uh. Sorry guys again for the interruptions or late. Right there. Issei turns up at school in this car. Shocked to everybody because his parents did leave him a lot of money because obviously they were hiring King Devil and Angel, and they left him a secret special vault of some sorts. I guess you could say. Huh? 1 second. Sorry about this, guys. I don't know why he left. Probably because he's disconnected. Hello, why did you leave?
Sorry, my computer's getting dying. My computer's dying. It's not charging.
Ah, okay. Remember, keep your PC on charge, mate.
No,
Wait, do you agree with the car that I chose for Issa? Look at it.
Yes.
It's sexy, isn't it? Do you like the house, by the way?
I love the house.
By the way,
Yeah.
the middle one is like the aerial view from the front, and then the last one's sort of the front view, and then the first one is the rear view. Issa turns up in the car that you see on the screen right now, and to everybody's shock, when Issei gets out, Issei just walks into school like a badass. He's not even fucking wearing school uniform. This man just does not care. He is straight wearing just all of his clothes. But
Okay, I'm gonna go BRB. I'm gonna leave the Discord call real quick so I can do something. I'll come right back though.
mate, just mute your mic because I don't want to keep calling you. Don't want to have to keep calling you back. Because if I have to keep
oh yeah, you're right. Okay.
because if I have to keep calling you back, the audio is gonna pick up through DC.
Okay.
The audio, recording software. Anyway, I know it's mainly only been me talking, but this guy's been on his Xbox. Yes, we're Xbox warriors. I do not care. And yes, I am recording this on a PC. Well, I play more PC than Xbox at the minute. Anyway, so Issei's just walking into school with his school uniform on, and walks into class and just sits down. His teacher says, "Why are you not in his school uniform?" Issei just says, "I don't want to. I don't want to." And then it says, the teacher just shuts up because he says just straight got that cold, dead tone. And the principal did tell the other teachers about what happened with Issei, and we're gonna now skip to break. Well, say lunch. Issei grabs his lunch and goes outside. Goes to the roof and sits on the roof to eat his food. When then, to his surprise, Akino and Koneko come up to the roof and also sit with him and have a chat, have a sort of chat. And what ends up happening is Rias and Akino are sort of blushing and nervous. So Issei catches onto this because he's not dense. He's a little bit dense, but he catches onto this and just asks them, "Do you want to go out on a date? Say tomorrow." Because tomorrow's gonna be the weekends. This is Friday, last day of the school for the week. And they both say yes. And he said, "Okay, I'll pick you up, and we can go to a restaurant or something like that." I'm not good at romantic sayings because, to be honest, I don't like doing them. It gets me embarrassed for some reason. I just don't like doing them. So I'm gonna do a little bit of it, but I'm gonna skip most of it. Because like I said, I'm not good with romantic scenes. Well, I didn't say that, but I'm not good at romantic scenes. Okay, we'll just say that. Anyway, Issei Hyodo then goes and lunch is finished. They just have a conversation about where they're gonna go and stuff like that. And Issei says, "Don't worry, I'll pick you up." And Issei's gonna actually pick them up in not in the car not in this car down here, not in this one, but he's gonna get into. He's gonna have a Rolls Royce, a full blacked out Rolls Royce, and he's gonna pick him up in that. Sorry, can't be bothered finding a picture. I'm just gonna relax whilst talking about this. So Issei we'll skip till tomorrow. Rias tries to stop Akino and Konako from going with Issei. Oh, by the way, real quick disclaimer: the White Dragon Emperor and Valley don't know about Drake's transformation to the Infinite Dragon of Boost. I'm gonna call him. Because when he got put into a half heavenly being, half demonic being, because he's the heavenly dragon, and Issei was more devil than heavenly. Was a bit more devil than heavenly. Drake actually became not a heavenly dragon, but a demonic dragon. Well, a demonic heavenly dragon because of Issei. Because when Issei was born, Drake, let's say, what's the first? Issei's father and mother were friends with Red. I'm just gonna name, Drake. We're friends with Drake, and they asked Drake if it was okay if we would seal him inside the sun for safety. And Drake accepted, and then, because this is when Issei didn't have a seal on his power, Drake actually consumed a bit of the power when he got sealed inside of him. But it wasn't really a seal; it was more like a soul fusion, similar what he did with what his father did with Issei. That's what happened, and then so Issei can actually go and talk to his father. But he's got to go meditate. He's got to meditate in, let's say, his father was heavenly. Let's say he's got to go to a church of some sort to, or have like, sort of. Oh, let's say. Let's say Issei, Let's say Issei. Oh fuck, forgot where I was. Right, back to main time, now time. Well, we've skipped till tomorrow. Issei is wearing a full black suit with a greyish t-shirt, well, shirt, with a black tie that's sort of got red stripes going through it. You know those swirly what they called? Swirly ties? Those. One of those. Like it goes like diagonally downwards. Those ones. But it's full black but with red stripes going down it. Issei's wearing that. Issei gets in his black Rolls Royce and goes to pick Akino up first, and then picks Konako up. Akino is wearing a sort of like a oversized t-shirt with slightly, say, middle leg area high heeled boots, that are brown, no, that are black. She's wearing sort of short shorts that are blue. Then she's wearing a slightly overgrown, slightly overgrown t-shirt, I guess you could say. Well, sort of one side's more baggy than the other. You know those t-shirts that are sort of like, that have got like a diagonal sort of trim to it, and then one side goes further down than the other. Sort of like that t-shirt. I can't think of what they're called. That's what Akino's wearing. Konako's gonna be wearing sort of a Konako's gonna be wearing a Oh, the Akino's t-shirt is going to be it's gonna be say sort of like a it's a black t-shirt, and then she's got sort of like one of them small cardigan things, not cardigans, but small jackets on that are that is blue to go with a her short shorts, and then she's got a little black handbag, well, little black and blue handbag, and then she's got her up in a her natural where is that picture? Her normal ponytail, sort of going down, sort of, yeah, sort of like this thing here. She kind of wore that, but it's like a shirt, but it goes like a say like a cardigan that's cut around about the lower chest, like just below her chest. That's what Akino's wearing, and then Konako. What's that picture of Konako? What I've got? Oh, this is it. That's what Konako's wearing, but it's not got the lacy bits. Okay. Yeah. One second, I'm looking up Konako's sister real quick. What's her name? Shiriona Toad computer is gonna oh, come on. Please tell me it's not her name. Kuroka, that was it. Okay. Nope. Ah. Kuroka. Don't know. Don't know if I spelled that wrong. I better did. Anyway. Yeah. So. Uh. Gonako is wearing that. Sort of like this. And, Issa's wearing what I said. They go to a fancy restaurant, then they go, to the, they go to a fancy restaurant, eat, have a nice time, talk, then go to an arcade, play a few arcade games, then go to the cinema or theatre, watch a movie, and then Issei tells the girls to wear a blindfold, and then takes them to a beautiful pond. Just so you can imagine it how it is. It's sort of like a pond that's got cherry blossom tree petals all over the pond, but there's still enough water visible for the moonlight to go, like sort of shimmer off the water. Just imagine that. So, Konako and I can all say both at the same time. This is this is a really beautiful spot. How did you find it? And Issei just says, "Oh, I just found it whilst wondering about one day, thinking about stuff." Um, then Konako and Akano both say to Issei, "We're gonna have a quick talk. Do you mind waiting here whilst we go have a little talk?" But Issei just says, "Sure," not really caring about it. Um, Issei stays there. Akano and Konako go a little bit away. Issei can still hear them because they don't know Issei as enhanced hearing and stuff like that. Because obviously he's awakened his true power, and obviously he's hiding it because he's still acting like I think it was a low class level or mid class level by the time when he at the point where we're at after training arc. In this training arc, also he pushed himself a lot harder because he was jealous of Haruto, Haruto, whatever I called him. What did I call him? Haruto. Yeah, he was jealous, so he became say double the strength that he did when the normal training up happened, and one second, guys.
God damn, you stinky. Why you so stink? Why you stink so much?
Sorry about that. Just had to spray some freshener. My cats don't get my bedroom. So Konako and Akano were talking and say we should ask out Issei and say that we should share. Issei kind of gets a blush on his face because remember he is not fully emotionless. He is still emotional. He's got emotions, just not as much as he had. So Issei was sat. Let's say there was a bench there. Issei was sat on the bench. Akano and Kanaka came back, and they're both blushing kind of hard. Issei asks, "What's wrong?" Because he is still kind of dense. Although he heard the conversation, he wasn't paying full attention to it. Because he was more focused on the water. So, both Akano and Konako are still blushing. And then both ask Issei, will you go out with us? And Issei says, sure, I don't mind. And then the two mysterious people get jealous because they can hear them because they're using magic to enhance their hearing so they can see and hear further. And these two people are Kuroka and a lovely little girl, Orphus. Yes, Orphus, like you say, don't get with it. Orphus is a lolly waifu. I do not care what anybody says. If you say to me that she is a child, I will bitch slap you to the next by a fucking century. Because she is not. She's a fucking dragon god. True dragon god. And Kuroka Kuroko's not wearing this. Kuroko's wearing a you know, a normal black kimono. Let me get it. Her normal black kimono here. This one. She's wearing that. Just a normal kimono. Have a little look for the pictures. I just want to have a look. Oh, right. Now, we're gonna do a tiny time skip. No, we're gonna time skip 2 weeks. Oh, wait, shit. Sorry. Orphis and Kuroko come out. Konako's gets on guard immediately. Issei says, "What's wrong, Konako?" And then she says, "Oh, that's my with venom in her voice, I guess you could say. That is my that's my so-called sister." Issei was shocked, and so was Akino, because Akino does not know. And Orphis and Drake appears on Thingy's arm on this up to his elbow part. This part here, this one, where it's up to his elbow. And Issei Orphis says, "Oh, hello, Great Red." No, she says, "Oh, hello, Drake." Drake says, "Oh, hello, Orphis." Because in this one, Orphis actually does not want to take back the void. Yeah. Orphis, she doesn't want to take back the void because she doesn't really care. She just wants to be left alone. But that's not gonna happen because now she's found a new interest. She wants Issei to be a mate. What boss? I forgot to mention this before, but when in the Mindscape, Drake actually turned Issei. Well, no, Issei met the actual Great Red. I think that was his name. I can't remember. But the actual, yeah, the Great Red. The one that Valley showed to Issei when they pissed him Red out and he came out of the Infinite Void. I think that's what happened, or Red was just passing by. You're like, "Don't mind me, just going." Don't mind me, just going to do a drive-by. Not an actual drive-by, but don't mind, I'm just going through. Sorry, I'm sleepy. I get like this when I'm sleepy. How long have this video been? Okay. 2 more minutes and then it's an hour. I'll go for about an hour and 20 minutes. So, I got an idea. No, I'm not gonna do that. Might. Actually, yeah, I will. Issei actually, both Akino, fucking Orphis and, Kuroka both ask Issei out to, Konako and, what's her face, Akino, surprise, and, Issei was even shocked and actually became more blush red, because, Kuroka's wearing a kimono, which shows her assets, and Orphis is lick on my feet. I mean, Orphis is hella cute. You can't say no to me. Do not call FBI on me. Anyway. Yo, Astro, are you still there? Hello, Astro. Okay. Sorry if this has mainly been me. Astro was supposed to be helping, but he's got undistracted. If you hear my accent change, don't blame me. I have plenty of fucking accents that I do. Anyway, Issei's shocked but agrees. Oh, well, it says, sure, I agree if it's okay with Akano and Konako. And, Akano says, sure, fine, as long as I get to date you. And Konako says, I'm okay with your office, not as much as my sister. Because remember, they don't really like each other. But then Issei says, well, it could be great bonding time for you two. And then, Karoka says, come on, Shirayasha. I think that was her name. Shirayasha, I think. I don't know. I'll check in the next episode. Konako agrees. And then Issei just says, "Cool. I guess I get a mini harem." Because remember, he is sort of still a tiny bit perverted, which caused all the girls to blush. And then all of the girls ran, hugged. Issei hugged back, and then kissed each one of them. To each one of them, shocked, surprised, and blushed heavily. Which surprised Drake. Or even Orpheus blushed. Right. Nah. We do a 1 week time skip. Issei and the Issei and the four. I'm just gonna name them the four. Yeah, I'll name them the four. Go on dates every now and again, and they've been to Issei's house. When they went to Issei's house, they were shocked at how big it was. That's what she said. Sorry, that was fucking corny and cringy as fuck. Sorry. Anyway, Issei, we skip to when the Excalibur thing happens. We're gonna skip to when Issei gets called into the meeting. He was out on a date with Konako and Akano. They both get they come in. They both get changed into some normal clothes, not date clothes. Because remember, they go into fancy restaurants and stuff like that. Because Issei has a lot of money. What? Okay. Damn it. Okay. So, I guess that's gonna happen. We skip to when, the two girls come in. I can't remember their names. The Issei's childhood friend and, the other one. The one that summons Durandal. I think that was the sword's name. Oh god, itchy nose. And then, once they explain the, Excalibur thing, and, Thingy explains that she's Issei's friend, Issei was kind of shocked because he thought she was a boy. Same thing happens in canon, a little bit, where they go outside, Kiba challenges them both. Issei helps Kiba, but Kiba's cocky side up activates, and then Issei just slightly raises his voice, and Kiba shuts the fuck up. because there was bloodlust behind it that only he could sense. Um, then the fight starts. Kiba gets smacked on like in the original canon, and then Issei's gauntlet. Issei summons his sword and cliffhanger. I'm gonna put a cliffhanger here because I've hit the 2 hour mark. I'm sorry for doing a cliffhanger like this. I know I shouldn't really do this, but I'm getting tired and I want to try and get some sleep. Because I mean it's 1:37 in the morning and my friend needs help. So I'm gonna end it here. I hope you guys like the episode. This is episode 1. I don't know how many episodes I'm gonna do. I'm probably only gonna do 3, maybe 4 episodes, because I'm probably gonna do these like an hour-ish, 2 hour-ish long, and I'm gonna try and do a consistent upload. It just depends when Astro's on, because we're both gonna do it at the same time. And yeah, I will leave you at that. I will probably be uploading episode 2 tomorrow. That depends if this episode, well, this episode's gonna be coming out today, and the second episode's gonna be coming out tomorrow, probably. So that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Subscribe and like if you want to. I am not gonna do what everybody else says, and if you liked it. But seriously, if you did like it though, please consider subscribing. Even if you just comment, that would be so grateful. I would be so happy, because this is my first time actually doing YouTube. This is me and my friend's first time doing YouTube. Will be eternally thankful for this. But just please do not hate on us. We've just started YouTube. This is the first video I'm posting, and remember, comment if you want to see what you want for 100k like. 100 likes. We're gonna do a 100 like special, 500 like special, 1,000 like special, 5,000 like special, and then 10,000 like special, and then 50,000 like special, 100,000 like special, and stuff like that. That's what we're gonna do. So that's where I'm gonna leave it for today. Thank you for watching again, and I hope you liked it. And that's all from me. See ya.